Yes, we're going to the We are back!
Half that, man.
We're the four best friends in anyone. Good, how are you boys, alright?
It's been a while.
Good, mate, yeah.
Good,
How's your birthday?
Skint, fucking skint to sell the house in the motor, but I had a good birthday, mate. Got a pet peeve for my birthday.
What is it?
Going out with Charlie Mulgrew. Me specifically getting a picture with Charlie Mulgrew. Do you see the picture I put up with me, him, Mick, Ross, and it was like an under 10's dad taking 4 of the boys out for bowling, mate. He was like that, and then us. See, I'll get back next year. That's a fucking bad picture, delete that. He's so fucking tall and handsome.
I know.
And then the next day we went to London, Steph took us to London. So he takes me to Saturday night, she's like, be back early because we went to London first thing in the morning, mate, walking at 1:30 steaming. Fucking mad rush the next day to get to the airport, going to the toilet in the airport for a shite. Because it was rough as fuck. So I'm sitting in the toilet, right, on my phone. Next thing, this guy comes in next to us to tell me this is psychopath behaviour. Walks out the door, I could hear him pull the kegs down, sitting. Next thing, his phone rings. He answers his phone.
No.
He's having a full-blown conversation with his missus on the phone. Then she puts his kid on and he starts making baby noises. Mate, he should have been fucking, the polo should have been waiting for him at the start of the plane and lifted him. So there's my fucking That's wrong, innit?
That's wrong. In every way, by the way.
So you made an arse, who made an arse of Christmas? Everyone you?
No, Christmas Was brilliant.
No. New Year.
New Year.
Well, you spoiled Faddy's New Year as well.
No, I don't know, did I?
You
tell me.
No, I didn't.
No, I was the local. We were going to the local. Local was shut, so I don't know what that was all about. And then I just ventured in, and I was hanging about outside his house.
I don't know.
Waving at him.
Which you were going to local?
No, I was going to meet him. I was going to come round.
Oh, you come round. I was going to meet him, aye.
They were in the group saying that.
Just round for a couple of beers.
But you didn't. Did you actually expect? Because when he says I'm coming to yours, I thought you were taking the piss. Did you expect him to turn up?
No. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if he was going to come dinner. No, I didn't know who he was out with.
Tell you what.
He was just out for a walk.
What a wife.
What a wife or what a life?
Oh, what a wife and a life.
Oh, his wife's a darling.
See when he walked in, he was in the middle of making them all their dinner and that as well. And in the process, poured me a pint of what was it, Peroni?
Peroni, aye.
And I just sat back and watched. I sat back with the family and watched him go about his business. By the way, with his wee penny on and all that. And yeah. Actually asked me to stay, didn't you?
Aye.
What stay you at?
Nothing.
Stay you.
Aye.
So no, hey. See everything he says about he makes the dinners and all that. Aye.
What was it? What was he making?
I don't know. There was big. What do you call them?
Yorkshire puddings.
That's what they are.
I sent you.
They look good. A big tray of them, we pulled them out. That look different class.
We had another roast.
Aye,
I didn't say it was.
Did you?
A big gammon, I think.
Is
it the...
Aye, he's got the machine. So he just, as soon as I sat...
Of course he's got the machine.
You just like that prick, didn't you?
Of course he's got the machine.
You know you're walking in your house, you've got a machine.
Aye,
a perfect draft, you can't. I like that.
See, on the ham hang, where did you stand on the roast beef turkey ham? What's your... A lot of people didn't like ham, but I really like it.
I love ham.
I like gammon.
I like it, gammon.
So do I.
Aye.
The pineapple on that, no?
No, fuck that. That's psychopath behaviour.
Gammon steak?
Gammon with a pineapple.
Pineapple.
A wee pineapple.
And then what were you in trouble? The Celtic Rangers game, was that before?
Because I didn't expect that result. I was expecting to get I'll be honest with you, expecting to get a bit of a doing, but the way it just started to turn out, I just started to celebrate as the game wore on. At the end of the game, I met up with wee Jimmy Smirnoff, and Jimmy Smirnoff took me down to a...
Who's Jimmy Smirnoff?
A wee guy, you know. And
that's enough questions, alright.
And he took me down to a vineyard, and once I went down to that vineyard, there was no way back, so
a vineyard?
So I apologised to most of my family.
Who do you need to apologise to? Let's name names.
All my family.
Just your immediate family?
Every one of them, and most probably people down Larkhill Main Street, so I apologise.
Because it's alright when you make an arse in front of your missus, kids, but see when her man dies there, or there's that...
I think I was looking for kebab shops and all that, and storming taxi ranks that night, and that was too...
In Larkhill?
Aye.
Yourself?
Aye, I was too far, man. I was just enjoyed the result, you know, because it was totally, for me, it was totally unexpected. So, but I'm not going there again. That's me, finito.
Well, he's half a drink.
Well, I'm not. I think
I'm doing a year.
Just, aye, good on you. I cheeky wee beer here and there was enough for me. That's it. I'm a wee bit. I was going to say we're getting too old, but.
Oh, we're certainly.
Oh, if you think that's bad, well, he'll tell you what happened to him off camera.
Oh, fuck it, aye.
That's
I'll tell you what happened off camera.
I was coming in hoping to see your face no moving with all the rumours of Botox.
It's in the process.
Oh, Monday, I'm starting the building.
Botox?
A wee bit of fillers and Monday, mate, aye. Oh, fucking God.
They're going to start using the lines for VAR, aren't they?
So there's going to be no way back for you. Once you start this process, you're going to keep going and going. What are you going to look like? You're going to have big lips and all that as well.
Pull your face back and let's see what you look like. Come on.
Fuck off.
Come on, Derek, pull his face back.
60.
Pull your face back, go. Go on, get
Have a look, have a look.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
not bad. Anybody else New Year's resolutions? He's off a drink, obviously.
Nah.
We'll do that
never
first.
said-
Behave
them.
better.
There's no point lying. I did think I might try and lose a wee bit of weight, but can't be fucked. Can't be fucked already.
Alright. Just, I think,
2 weeks in.
behave a wee bit
I
better.
never even started.
Act my age a wee bit better. I think that's the thing for me, innit?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get fitter.
Are you?
Yeah, aye.
For whose sake? Just for your
Me.
appearance sake? Was it the way you feel or just the way you look or what is it?
Oh, aye.
Might help my knee,
I'm getting a new knee.
and I'm too fat.
I'm getting a new knee.
Are you?
I'm going for it. I went to see, I'm back on the list.
Good for you, mate.
It's going to be the NHS because a few people have let me down.
Oh,
Bastard.
name them.
So I
They
know.
saw you at Blackpool Main Street, didn't they? And they thought,
So
nah,
I-
he's fine.
Get a new knee. I think I had a good. I tell you what, they put the fucking fear into you, didn't they? The soul surgeon. You know, and when you're getting it, what lies ahead and all that.
By the
So
way, the knee's worse than the hip, apparently.
you've had your hip done.
I've
haven't
done
you?
that, yeah, I've done that.
But I need the knee because I mean I want to be running about with the grandmains. No running about,
Rest.
but getting it about. No, what I mean, see, because I've got another one on the way as well.
Have you? Oh, but who is it? What
Lewis?
is he?
Oh, he's
Did you
not
know
pregnant. He's not
That was
pregnant.
He's not pregnant.
But,
That's what
Is
he
that
couldn't
common
tell us the
knowledge?
last time.
I'm
amazing,
So I'm
mate.
buzzing for. No, I'm buzzing for that. So I want to be mobile.
What about your New Year's resolution?
Same as boys drink less.
You've no
But then
chance.
I sat in a bar on Monday.
When
had
does that
15
start?
pints of
February?
Guinness. I'm going to do a tour of London and that and walk about. We sat in a pub.
Oh,
just
I
drank
never seen
Guinness.
any London, I just saw Guinness.
Mate, I never seen a fucking bit of London, mate. Sat in a pub all day. I ended up getting speaking to the barman, the owner, and then he took us upstairs through the back room, mate. So what a day it was, man.
Yeah, he's the guy that when you're going somewhere, that's amazing. Tell you a few cracking places, just all pubs.
Sit in the bar.
Neighbour
Do you know what I'm sitting in a pub for?
Do you do sight? I don't do sight.
I hate sightseeing, mate. You can see it in fucking pictures.
Exactly.
Big wheel and all that.
Shite.
Big wheel.
Yeah, but what I do love, and I wanted to get your opinions on this, for or against, and I'm obsessed with them now, musicals.
I've never been to
Mate.
What one did you go to in
She took
London?
us to see The Devil Wears Prada, right? I must have been the only guy in there, mate. Sit and watch it, but fucking blew my mind, man.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that good.
Mate,
It didn't
honestly,
blow your
she's doing
mind.
all right
It blew
for
my
that.
mind. See how they can act, dance, sing. It's fucking incredible, mate.
Honestly, where have you been?
I know, I've never seen that. I'm from Dundee, mate, fuck's sake.
You know what's Greece?
I didn't even know Grease was a musical. I just thought it was a film until I then seen this and I knew.
How'd you
You like
go?
it?
Well, I've
Aye.
never.
been here, mate.
I don't really
no.
go to them, but I have been before. But I think it was Greece I went to see actually, in London.
So can you go and see them in Glasgow? No, really, can you?
There will be
Edinburgh, isn't it?
Edinburgh
Oh,
Playhouse.
the
It would
Playhouse,
be.
right?
You're right. It would be Edinburgh.
But they're quite expensive, isn't they, in London?
Oh, every
Well, so I've heard, because
What's your pint down there?
£8 a pint of Guinness, I think. Something like that.
That's all right.
Worth it though, mate.
That's all right.
Definitely worth it.
That's what they say. You go
Enjoy
everywhere
yourself.
and they say, "Oh, it's a fortune for drink." It's a fortune everywhere.
What about pet? Anything that
Market.
annoyed you at Christmas? You said you had a couple on that.
No,
What's that?
Anything that annoyed you?
Our Christmas? No.
No? Alright,
No,
everything
it's
good?
fine, aye.
The annoyances now?
Just about taking the I would still have my tree up, but I know you all disagree, but I love
No,
it. I love it. No, I
I
love
don't
it.
even put a tree on.
No, I wasn't happy when they started pulling it down. Carol started.
When did it
pulling
come
down.
down?
It's pretty quick,
Aye,
which
we
too
were-
quick for me, which I don't like.
I think we were maybe the
Yeah.
first or the second.
Was it? Aye, I think we were on
Fucking
about
a
that. Aye.
Where'd you stand on this saying Happy New Year? Because we all came in the day and none of you said Happy New Year, so is it done now? You
Aye,
can't sit.
it's done and dusted, isn't it?
I get when there's a few days and you've not seen somebody. Somebody said Happy New Year to me last night. I was like, fucking hell, it's nearly February.
Who's it, Big Crocker?
No,
He just wants to kiss you.
no, his name we were game after game of the
Oh, so he's what I
period there, so no, it wasn't any of them, but just somebody I hadn't seen. Happy New Year. I was
You
like,
just say fuck off. Like, you couldn't.
You're just you're looking for a new kitchen.
Oh, I'm
Then you
looking
don't
for,
get that.
I'm doing my full house up now.
Well,
Seeing a lost my last
Hoose,
one.
face,
Face,
everything.
Aye, 3 things.
getting
House.
my hair done.
I'm getting it. I don't know about the hair.
I think your hair's alright.
I'm not.
Do you really?
I'm
Aye,
a
he's
bit,
got a
I'm
good-
a
it's a
bit worried
good
about
needs
the
that.
full day, Paddy. You know, just lying down there a full day.
It's not comfortable. I'm not
No,
gonna lie
I
to you, it's not
couldn't imagine that.
I
gonna
bet
be
he's
sad.
getting it in the coupons, no. comfortable and on it, no, you were talking about.
Fucking hell, honestly, I came out of there, I thought I took a stroke. I couldn't talk, man.
I don't fancy that.
Who's your dream, like, who would you want your face to look like? You're around about your age. What actor would you? Richard Gere or something?
Run a bit your age.
Right.
He's a bit 80.
Martin. Steve Martin. Like, you know.
What was the day you thought I need to lose weight?
Oh, about a year ago.
Why this year, sir?
Because I just need to
Your chins.
I know. No, I lose a bit of weight.
You're not bad for it.
No, I know I can hide it well, but I need to lose a bit of weight.
Where'd you hide it?
Just put bigger clothes on.
Breathe in, wear dark colours.
That's it. Aye, that's it. Dark colour.
I don't think you look that bad. I've seen a lot worse.
I know, but it's not about.
Were you like
looking
when you
at how I
played?
look, it's
Were
just
you
like-
ripped when you played? Were you?
Aye, probably.
Aye. Do you want to get back to that? Because you're never going to get back
No,
to
I'd
that. I don't
done
want-
that before lockdown, and I did, and I barely ate.
You ever thought you'd been a
I
personal
enjoyed it.
trainer, mate?
Well, here's a question
No,
for you, right?
I don't want to be shredded.
so-
I just want to lose a wee bit of weight.
I just great.
Feel good about you. It's just to feel good.
Here's
Maybe
a
try and
question for
build
you.
up my legs a bit.
Have you got 10 days off when you were a player at Christmas time? What would you have done for the 10 days?
Aye, I know. Enjoyed
Now-
myself.
No, when you played, what would you have done 10 days?
I'd have come back up the road.
And just enjoyed
What
yourself?
would you have
No,
done?
I wouldn't have. I wasn't one that would have
Taking
dragged
the piss?
footages. No,
Uh-huh.
I couldn't do it.
It's different your day, wasn't it?
I couldn't.
Aye, it was totally different.
What
See,
different?
we would
10
enjoy
days,
ourselves.
10 days half an hour time, we'd have went into recovery.
Aye, we would have. We would
Maybe
have
went on holiday,
chilled
but
out and-
I'd have went to run every day on holiday.
Would you, huh?
Aye.
See, we
Well,
would
then you
have. No, we would have.
Lewis was in Dubai, wasn't he?
Aye, and every morning, he was there 6 days, every morning, and went away. I've texted him to see what he would text me back the name of the guy out there, but he was there every morning, hour and a half. The car would come pick him up, take him, drop him back off, so before breakfast. But he joined some other players, so there was other guys.
A lot of them do that
Do
earlier.
you know, I'm trying to think of the guy's name.
I can't remember.
Aye,
Either.
so he's quite famous out there in Dubai. But all the
Charlie's
football
went
players
before,
go.
Is he?
So that's the way to do it, innit? They're a different animal.
Shows you what you need to do now,
Aye.
innit? To play at the top level.
So
It
they don't
never
t-
stops, does it?
Aye.
It's
So
Have you
the
seen-
guy could give them a session, or else they could go and do their own session. It was up to them. But all the facilities were there. But he says it was different class. I was just listening into the conversation that Lewis was having with Dan. So I didn't know he was even doing that. So I just thought he was.
Be eyes if it's still game, innit? Listening to this conversation. Tell that on the Cootie show.
What's he saying?
I was on Facebook. But it's totally. Now I'm thinking he's away there just to chill out, lie in a sunbed. But no, he's away there working their backside off. So not just him, all of them. They all do the same.
Incredible, innit?
Innit?
Have you seen the video of the day the recovery boy at Tottenham?
I've not watched it.
Wide right, what do you call him?
Kulusevski, watched it.
That's it, mate.
Doesn't he end about 5:30, mate?
What about that lifestyle?
Unreal, innit?
That's a recovery day. It's fucking unbelievable, isn't it?
Right, lads, as ever, the Cootie show is brought to you by our partners at
SBK.
Good, lads. This week we've got a Scottish Cup special offer with SBK giving you a 25% like a boost on this weekend's cup competition. Link to sign up to an account is in the description box below. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly. You know SBK are the Hibs sponsors.
Aye.
Turned it round, haven't it, Hibs?
Oh.
Saw through SBK. They went and had a
right.
chat with David Gray and look at
Aye.
it now. So
What a turnaround. That.
what a company. Right, we're going to start with Dundee v Celtic, lads. Snatched away for Dundee in injury time. What was your thoughts on the game? Dundee were brilliant, weren't they?
Aye.
Let's give them credit first now.
Very good. Well,
Celtic could have been out of sight.
First half.
Couldn't have.
Aye.
Couldn't they? For first half hour.
aye, they were. But Dundee were excellent second half. Celtic were off it a wee bit, but you need to credit Dundee. You still have to go and put them under pressure. Starts with Simon Murray. His willingness to go and
Incredible,
chase things down, and
What about his energy?
it's unbelievable.
By the way,
It's like, he just loves chasing the ball.
he ragdolled.
He'd have caught that
Trusty.
pigeon in Rocky within 2 seconds, wouldn't he?
100%.
Is that the one in nearly gets took half an eye? Puts his head in where the boots are flying. He
he's
knows
not
he's
gonna
going to
lose.
get
But if you look like Si, you'd be able to do that, wouldn't you?
You'd be holding for a boot, wouldn't you? See if you can improve that.
Fair play, innit?
Oh, he's not
Great boy.
listening.
By the way, he's one of the best you'll meet.
I
Is he?
heard,
Aye.
I heard
what
he's a lovely guy.
Ugly as fuck. No, he's not. What did Dundee do that other teams could look at and think this is how to play against Celtic?
It's hard to
Get
see.
after him, didn't they?
But other teams have went after Celtic and got absolutely done in. You know what I mean? I thought second half Celtic were no off. I thought credit to Dundee. As you said, I thought Celtic first half could have been outside. But defensively and then you know, the way Trusty defended as well, and Celtic are like that now for me, right? Everybody talks about how great a side they are. They can come right off it, can't they? You know what I mean? They can come right off it. And I think that's a wee bit of concern for Brendan Rodgers, especially with the qualities.
Aye, sitting for periods where you know you're not going to have the ball, and sitting, defending, and making sure you're not cut open. They had a few chances where it was flashed across, and they obviously had to defend, and some of them they didn't defend, and then they get the ball forward, they go and put you under. No, it's not like when they're building out, they're going and saying, right, we're going to go and press and that's how we win it back. It's more when they have it, they're getting it forward, and Celtic win it back, they're gone. It's as I said, Simon Murray goes, and the goal, the second goal into it comes for nothing, or the first goal.
First, I think it is,
for nothing.
On the break.
Aye, because he just chases it down.
Yeah.
He chases a ball that he shouldn't have.
After the corner kick?
Yeah.
Good finish, wasn't it?
He's a good player.
See,
Scored against Rangers the week before as well.
The second goal there.
See, be fair, see when I seen it, I thought, oh, Schmeichel should save that, right? But see from behind it, what a great finish it is. But you've once again, you're talking about Celtic. How can you get done for a corner kick?
Well, even on that, you obviously bring everybody back, and then normally when you go in the break, Celtic recover. They didn't.
Yeah.
I know they got a wee bit of luck, but they're going in numbers.
Yeah.
It was the second one where he bullies Trusty at the touchline. He shouldn't have gone for it. A lot of other players don't go for that.
Yeah.
So then it unsettles him a wee bit. So then it gives Simon Murray a lift to say, get the ball forward, I'll chase it. I'll go and fight them. I'm not scared.
You talk about the players, so is it no credit to Docherty, Tony Docherty? The way he sets them up, the belief that he gives them.
Definitely.
He's
been brilliant, Tony Docherty.
I mean, you talk about players and all the time, you know, but you've got to give him a lot of credit. He's done really well.
Well, he's got a result against Rangers. He went to St Johnstone, I think he had about 27-30%
Yeah,
So he did.
possession and won the game.
Yeah.
You know, so there's...
And they
They're
played
a good watch,
they played
Dundee,
two games with
Dundee are a
Lyle
good
Cameron as well, who's
Scored
been
goals.
excellent for them.
Mulligan, the boy Mulligan.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
What a
Why, isn't he?
You like him?
I love him.
superstar.
Do you know
does.
why? Isn't he?
Said that, yeah, I
He
said it years ago, yeah.
reminds me of Lewis, the way he moves.
Powerhouse,
That's what
as
he's got.
well.
He's an athlete, mate.
The way
Isn't
he
he?
moves. But he's
Aye.
good. He's an athlete, but he's very good in the ball.
Isn't he?
Drive
Aye.
forward.
Done
He's been
lots,
excellent. Playing wing back as well, which he's great at,
So
but
he's
it's not
meant
his
to-
position.
Right.
I think he's better than Fanny.
I know,
I think
I
that's
agree
his
with you.
Is it
position.
no credit to him that he can go and play that position and do it ever so well?
I think he's great with, in the middle of the pitch. He's not got great awareness, Josh. But see when there's space in front of him, mate,
but
drives in.
driving
Aye.
Thinking
forward.
about a young Josh.
No, I get it. I
Because
definitely.
definitely
I watched him at Ibrox, and he was the one that get Dundee up the park. Just with that, what you says. You know, they drive and runs when there was space to go to. He didn't look for the simple pass. He thought, oh, hold on, I'm going to get here. You know, and get my team up the park.
He's playing left wing at times, wasn't he?
He can play anywhere.
Honestly,
But he's just one of the
What age
boys.
is he?
No, but
Was it
21, 22, I think.
Oh, is he? Right.
Yeah.
I thought he was a wee bit younger than that, but no. Whoa.
Andy said that, he said on the podcast a couple of weeks ago that he thinks that Rangers should take Cameron and Mulligan. Would you just go along with it?
I'll take them in a minute.
Would you?
Two young big players.
Aye, God almighty.
Seen that, Cameron, I think Cameron's a real good player, right? But he's got to be one. Has he got to walk right into Rangers first team then?
Good, well, then again, you
Is
put
he in
him
the
in
same
there.
bracket sort of what Barn is now?
But you think Diamante's a much better player than Cameron?
Right now, probably.
Yeah, you're right.
Aye, I think Rangers in the middle of the park are, especially at home.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Because see if you put him
Until
in
you
there,
put him in the situation.
and then
Aye,
you
with
surround
better
him with,
players.
you see better players. What I like about Cameron is he's got a goal in him
Gets
and all.
goals.
When he gets into the box, he's no the biggest, we know that. But I tell you what, he doesn't shirk anything as
I need
well.
to get, I need to get off. So you need to, because I can't get this one.
But the-
Tell me your opinion in Yang. Are they a player in there? Are they no?
Aye, you're right.
One week you think there is, and then the next
Mate,
week,
he's doing my head
I
in,
know.
right? Because I watched Thursday night. Who was the game Thursday night? Was it Thursday night? Last midweek. Dundee United at home.
Yeah.
Right? And every time he got the ball, he went back the way.
Yeah.
Right? He passed it. And I thought to myself, be positive. You're a winger. You've got a bit of pace. If you're going to get yourself in this team, you need to show something. Up at Ross County first half, I watch him. He's direct, and I'm thinking, oh, there you go. There's something there. Gets a goal the other night there. And I look at it and I think,
I think there is definitely
Somebody
something
needs to tell me they're a player there.
He's only 19
There
as
is-
well, you need to
there is-
remember, isn't he?
No, he's older.
Is he older than that,
He's
is he?
about 22.
Been saying that on here for about 3 years.
There is
a
He's
player
had three
there.
birthdays since then. He's been to London 3 times with you since then.
I think he's got something. He's changing directions ridiculous. He can go either way. Is quick. The wee step over, but he'll go down the left and cut back, and then maybe look for a pass, even though he's away for the guy. Instead of down the left, bang, deliver. Come inside, find a pass. It probably just needs to speed that up for me. But I think there's something there.
I'm glad of that because I defend him all the time. I'm starting to think to myself, am I the only person here
I think
defending this?
It's hard because he's never had a run at games. He's come in like that. His last week's probably sums him up. Comes in, you go, you've got something, do something. Not really happening. Then he does something. Then he doesn't. And I get that as well. But I think he can get better. I definitely do. But whether he's going to get time or opportunity.
What was your thoughts on Kyogo and Idah both playing? Did it work?
Idah was excellent against
Quite
Ross
liked
County.
it.
You like it?
Kyogo was excellent against Ross County.
What a goal he scored. The first goal was brilliant, wasn't it? Everybody was talking about, difficult conditions of pitch and all that. The first goal was unbelievable. By the way, Johnson's goal. Kyogo is, I think, I quite like Kyogo given that sort of a on you go because I think at times he's run the box brilliant. I think he's one of the best I've seen, right? He attacks the space. He attacks the space where he thinks the ball's got to go, and the timing kills defenders. And people think that you've got to be busy in that box. You've no, as a striker, I always was taught as a young kid, look, take your time in there and attack the space rather than attack where you know the ball. You don't wait for the ball to come in and then go, I'm going to attack it, because the defenders get the same thing as you. See if you think, right, you've worked well, Alistair Johnson, he's going to whip that ball in there. As he's going to kick that, that's your movement, that kills the defence. He's brilliant at it. His goals at
in that position is in the wide areas. This is why, with Yang, you know that if you had it in between goalkeeper and defender, Kyogo's your favourite to get it. You don't need to look. You don't need to see where he is. Get out your feet and deliver.
He does that for Yang's goal, doesn't he, Kyogo? When he's playing on the wing, he just puts the ball in it straight away. I don't think they do that as much as they used to. I don't think they get the ball in early enough. For Kyogo and Idah.
Well, Johnson's ball is one of the best.
Players, isn't it? You know that. You know, as a forward, you know that Johnson's going to.
The minute his
you're coming away,
that ball,
you're leaving this, and then you're away.
I
thought it was a wee throwback, old fashioned, wasn't it? The two up top. I know that it wasn't like the two up top, but him coming in.
Coming off the sides,
So a wee kind of throwback, but it worked, didn't it? Yeah. So they're not going to do it all the time, but it worked in that game. And the conditions, I think you needed that as well. Conditions weren't great up there, weren't they? No.
You said there about Idah was brilliant in Ross County. I agree with you, right? I think his link-up play, his touch and everything. He's come in for some criticism.
That's why I was going to ask what he's made of Idah's performances.
That's because of the price tags.
I actually meant Kyogo was brilliant. I thought Idah done well. I thought he grew into the game. And if you get players round about him, I still...
Needs to start scoring again,
doesn't he? He does. He needs to obviously start scoring. I think his link-up play can be better as well.
Yeah.
But you're looking at players that don't play every week. They're not always in the game. And sometimes, because Celtic want to keep the ball, sometimes you're not getting a touch, you're not getting involved, it's not going forward quick. But some of his runs...
It's a good point.
Seen it merited Dundee game.
With forward players, because they need confidence.
They're relying on service as well, don't they?
But they need a bit of confidence as well. They need a run of games, and when you're in and out, it must be difficult for them, isn't it?
The one thing I would say for him is the Dundee game, you're a wee bit critical because he's not found the back of the net, but he's trying to get in there. Or he's busting.
Did the bottle out of that one? See the one that's
40 yards.
Does he bottle that?
I think he does.
And then he's got to be a wee
40 yards to get
a wee bit braver.
See, as a striker, if you're playing a game and you're not getting a chance, you're sitting going,
see, that's a desire. See, for
at least he's getting a chance to
see. That could have been a wee criticism because, you live for scoring goals, and that ball's fizzed across. Take the ball, take the goalkeeper, get your goal, take a wee bit of a knock, but you've got your team another goal, you're in the lead. So that was probably, when you're that size, I think he could have been a bit braver.
He should definitely go.
Shouldn't he?
When Kuhn comes back, though, it'll just be Kyogo back up front, won't it?
In the big games,
And that's why you said, see, when you do get this run of 2 or 3 games, you need to take it, don't you?
Especially when you know what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
There are people now talking about the young boy Kenny going ahead of Idah. You know what I mean? He's just. By the way, he looks no bad. He looks something decent about him. But I think he'll need to wait.
That's what a price tag does for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Idah comes in on loan last year and he scores big goals at big moments, and everybody's like, aye, you know, that's great. Sign 9 million now. They go, right, we've got a £9 million player. But he's not any better than when he was here last year. Just because he's cost more doesn't mean he's better.
Yeah.
He's not got better through money.
No, it's mad how quickly it can
He's actually, sometimes you can get worse because of expectation.
Somebody that deserves a pay rise, the Sky cameraman that catches Rogers saying weakest piss for Austin Trusty.
I've never seen that. I didn't see it.
Right on.
Weakest fucking piss or something he said.
By the way, he wasn't wrong, was he?
Oh, the big boy Donnelly, I know, but he needs to do better, Trusty.
Mate, come on.
Why is he wrestling with him?
I know.
Like, he's not even looking at the ball.
I know.
He's just cuddling him, and the big boy still gets up and wins it.
He gives it away when he's sitting the ground because he steps and he's told, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
Give him one of them.
The worst thing is to see if Rogers doesn't go in the dressing room and criticise Trusty and then doesn't, because he doesn't realise he's been caught on camera. People go, why have you, Jinky would have canned him after that game?
He did.
Did he? Did he come out and cane him, did he?
Yeah, he did. Somebody must have asked him after it because obviously they've seen the shots. But he said after the game, without actually going for Trusty, he was fuming. And he's like, we were too slow on the ball, we come off it, we were weak, we weren't brave along the lines and saying with the ball and without the ball. And for me, he was saying
Trusty.
I like the two key moments.
Why did they not
Murray
change
does
it?
him for the second goal and Donnelly does him for the third. The two key
He was
moments.
on the bench, aye.
Well, that's what my question was going to
Why did
be.
they not change
Massive
it?
game in Europe next week. Who plays?
If
Trusty.
you feel that during the game,
All day.
if you feel that about him, why don't you change it?
I like Trusty.
Why do you
No,
leave?
it was like the last minute.
Aye.
The last goal.
No.
The second goal
But you
against
feel that
Dundee.
during the game as well. Was it not during the game he felt like that?
No, it was like
Was it just that
87
one
minutes.
moment?
Monday to go 3-2 up.
Right.
So
I've watched wee bits.
He
By the way,
definitely got a Tom Ford up his arse.
Oh, he didn't have. Oh, aye. What I was going to say, see, you're talking about that, who Scales or Trusty. You go back to the cup final, don't you?
Yeah.
45 minutes. Trusty was terrible come forward.
right.
Scales on. Scales stayed
He's
in.
away a penalty.
Scales against Rangers, terrible. Scales out, Trusty in. You wonder if that's a wee, if he'll go back to Scales. I think Trusty will come.
Aye.
I think he's got everything as well.
See, when you do that to with players, do you ever get the best out of either of them? It's always
I'm
that
not so
nervy
sure,
thing
aye.
of if I hear a bad game here,
Aye,
he's
I'm
in, innit?
Aye.
It's tough it must be tough for both of them, eh?
aye, it is.
You ever have that in your career where it was like that?
His skill
You
is
at Everton,
All the time. That was when I used to get a start sometimes. No, the subs going warm up after 20 minutes. I used to go, fuck, I'm coming in.
That's bricked on it. But how are you meant to play well under that?
Did you take notice of that? Did you even see that?
Aye, when I was getting in the team.
Did you know?
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
I was in the wide areas, but I wouldn't have
I can't
took
See,
notice.
not even if maybe nothing's gone wrong. You're just maybe not getting a touch, or you're
See,
not playing
aye.
10 out of 10. You're going,
Aye, she's a wide player, but you can get it in the year, can't you, for the manager? Are you playing a wide area?
Oh.
The middle part, you just give him a defy.
Aye,
Shouting on stuff, and you're like,
see, when I used to play, sometimes
side.
with Moyes, aye, but sometimes with David Moyes, he used to go, I play with left if we're shooting down that line, I'm on this touchline. Play left first half, then I play right second half.
Wait, switch at half time so you could be next time the full game.
Shouting at me.
Wee Joe used to be worse. He used to
Joe
shoot
Mason.
10 minutes. You get
Aye.
fucking 10
That
minutes.
10 minutes
Mate,
is the worst.
I
training once.
hated that. You'd have been better going.
Your arsehole falls out of shots,
Date
doesn't
the
it?
new, mate.
Wee Billy done that to me in training once. You get 5 minutes or I'm getting Betty to come pick you up.
Who's better, your man?
It was his PA.
Tell her he'd wrap up and
The ball
stand
came out,
back.
I was playing left back at the time, ball came out for the goalie, went to control it, under my foot, throw in. Yeah, get fucking 5 minutes, and I'm phoning Betty, come pick you up.
Imagine a wee woman walking on the pitch in high heels.
I'm
and
here
just
for
coming-
Friday.
I'm like that.
Well, imagine we put her on left back. You
She'd
bet.
have done better than me that day after that. That was
Fucking hell, man.
something to shout. I was like that to the goalie. Stop rolling out
Stop
to
giving me the
Just
ball."
give me 5 minutes, don't give me the ball.
Are you the same as him? Trusty plays?
I'm not sure.
Nah.
I'm not
By the way, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he would stick.
I don't know enough, right, because I don't watch them enough, but what
Since
I
Rangers
saw-
have beat him, you're not giving a fuck about him.
but I like Scales, there you go. And I have liked Scales because of where he's came from, what he's done, and I thought he was excellent last season and this season. So I like Scales, there's something about him I like.
Right, I need to stick up for my mate here.
Who?
Halliday got absolutely bashed.
Agree with you, mate.
Bashed for doing that.
Oh, with the boy Donnelly.
Wee McCowan does it and everyone's like, what a good boy he is, loyal to Dundee.
No, different.
What do you know?
Different.
How?
But it's his first game back there. Different.
Do you think?
Different. Definitely.
I felt
Mate,
Andy got hammered, mate.
I'm
you
sorry. I'm no for that.
Aye, do
crap.
you? Do you, man?
I thought you were going to talk about Donnelly then.
And what was Donnelly did? What was the story with that?
I thought he was
Donnelly's watching this going, yes!
Mate, I googled him to see if he was an ex-Celtic player.
I know.
I'm going, what the No! You fucking not even been at Parkhead.
I thought he was Simon Donnelly for 5 minutes, didn't he?
You need a sat-nav to find fucking Celtic
McCowan
Park.
one-
His uncle's Simon Donnelly, that's why I apologise.
The McCowan one's different. Because he's just like...
That was his first game back.
But-
No, no, they celebrate with the Disney sacks.
I went on Google, I'm going, is he an ex-Celtic player? I googled him, I'm going, what the fucking prick.
But it's a Dundee fans, he's apologising.
I know.
He's made an arse out of it.
Oh, you've just
He
scored.
said after he didn't know what to do.
Was that his first goal?
Celebrate.
I don't know.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Mate,
So what is his background? Tell me, where's he came?
fucking MK Dons or somewhere.
Is that right?
He's never been to Celtic Park.
Well, you don't know.
His uncle's
Fan.
Daniel O'Donnelly. That's why he's apologising to his uncle.
Oh, mate, I was embarrassed.
But by the way, McCowan's goal was brilliant, wasn't it?
Aye, great header.
Great
ball.
Aye, great ball.
Come on, Taylor,
great
get
ball,
it's a good.
Was the one Bernardo misses or the one?
Yeah,
I mean, that's such an easy chance, isn't it? Just switches up, but that's a great header.
But you've got to celebrate.
Great
Fuck
ball.
that, man. I
I
can't.
get the
I can't
McCowan
go
one
with
though.
these guys.
I get the McCowan one because, well,
Did he not
he done so
celebrate?
well there.
He did,
He
to be
did,
fair, he
and then
did celebrate.
he didn't go
himself,
mental.
Aye.
He didn't go mental.
Ah, that'd be
And then
right,
he kind
yeah.
of showed a wee bit of
Who's
respect.
bothered anyway?
Exactly.
Is
a lot
there
of
people
people that
bothered?
are,
Is it?
yeah.
Aye. Hey,
I know somebody that's bothered that he got me a stick there every day else, that's why I'm sticking up there.
He should have got the stick though.
He was there.
He started a trend, Andy, isn't he?
Maybe it's him that started the trend with it, huh?
Exactly.
People doing the holiday
Just
celebration.
That's what it's called.
Maybe they just like open goal, mate.
The Cole Palmer.
Amazing. We're not going to see you before the European game, so again, what that midfield area again, who's the most informed to play the three roles? Obviously McGregor will play one.
McGregor will play, I think.
It'll be McGregor and Hatate and one other.
One other.
Aye. You don't know who's
I think
got
you would have to say-
Ingles has been good at Celtic Park.
Aye.
Right, he's got a couple of man of match for the obviously the sponsors. So he's been all right there. But I'm a Bernardo fan.
So I
I
agree with you there. I like Bernardo.
I
Solid.
think he's a
Is
decent
McCowan?
He can
Right.
play. He's definitely no cup tied for us, is he? Dundee weren't in the Champions League last year. Right, it's fine. McCowan can play.
It doesn't matter if we're in it
See,
last
can I
year,
just
it's
say,
this year.
fuck players that have made their arse again. See that getting sponsors man of the match though. Them guys are fucking 10 pints deep. I know. Right, who's about me guys?
Stop that, let's go there. I used to get that every fucking week at Motherwell.
Were you
I was
sponsors
pissed.
man of the match?
When I come back, sponsors man of the match. Who picked that? In Hopeless.
Did you used to see when you get man of the match about 5 minutes to go, you were fucking thought you were the boy, didn't you? No?
We got man of the match.
Never.
Yeah, he must.
I don't know. I can't remember. We didn't get him back in the day like that.
Would you not get announced on the
No,
tannoy?
it was different. No,
No
different.
back then.
No, it was. No.
He'd also get it where if somebody got it, you're like, how the fuck's he got man?
Aye, you maybe think like that. Aye.
Fuck's he was there somebody that used to get it? That would always get it? Matt Ritchie would always get it. At
Somebody
Swindon,
just
even
go.
shite.
The thing was, sometimes I think, right, it's just my opinion, strikers could have a fucking nightmare
And score.
and then they score a goal, man of the match.
No, my hate is a fucking sub comes on 60 minutes
Sit
and
in.
gets it. Come on to fuck.
I'll tell
You
you,
played
it's a
30
hard thing
minutes
to
of
pick
football.
as well. See when you're
Aye, when
commentating
you're
on the
doing it,
game.
you've got.
Is it, mate? Huh?
Aye, it is.
Do you ever
Sometimes
just
it's really hard.
Do you ever just wing it? I would. I would just go, oh, good touch
No.
at the end there.
No, but at the start, you get a wee shout in your ear saying, right, 10 minutes ago, who you think for man of the match? You're like,
Who'd you get to?
What?
Who'd you get
What?
to
What
last
do you
night?
mean?
Who'd you get to last night?
no. Sky, the studio get, and BBC, the
Who did you get? Who was your man of the
I
match?
wasn't in the studio.
I'd agree.
I don't think about that if I
Do
did.
you know? Do you know?
So see, although the studio pick it, do you need to make out that it's you that's picked it?
No,
I
they
thought it would
they
just
don't announce
naturally
it.
jump
Announce it
out
on
to you,
Sky.
Faddy. I think it would just naturally.
Sometimes
If you're
it
watching
does.
a game, you just
sometimes
go,
it's easy.
him.
Sometimes it's a game in the balance. You've got
a goalie that's maybe had a good game and you've had a
It was the one
player
Coisty done. He was doing the Spurs Newcastle game. I think there was about 10 minutes to go, and he actually came out and gave it to the goalkeeper, the Spurs goalie, because he hadn't played. He'd been at the club for so many years, and he was saying, I might be out of order here, I might be wrong in what I'm going to do, but I'm going to give him the man of the match. Still with 10 minutes to go, still a good portion of the game.
And he went and made an ass it.
No, that was it. But the keeper ended up, he made another couple of decent saves, but I wouldn't give it a goalie.
Never get to a goalie.
No.
I've done it in a game where I never gave it.
What, because you never knew?
No, it just wasn't a good game.
And you've said their name man of match?
They says, who's your man of match? I went, I'm not getting anybody. They were all rotten.
What game was it?
I'm not telling you.
What players must fucking go on? I better go.
He says, come on, you need to get someday. It was a wee team against a bigger team, and the wee team, it wasn't. The wee team were all just defending, and there was nobody.
Aki's?
No, there was nobody like outstanding. They were just good as a team.
Right.
And the team that were the better team, they were all hopeless. They just kept putting balls in the box, and I thought, this has been my worst games of football I've seen. There's no been a man of the match. You can't.
Just tell us it this season.
No, can't reward somebody. It was in the Championship. Can't reward somebody.
Oh, Championship.
Just because a full team defended the way they were asked to defend.
And they've been in that growth game.
But surely that's a skill.
But who do you pick?
The manager.
Defender.
What one?
The manager. The
one
manager, the
header
coach.
that made.
They all heathered in the same. They were all heathered on each other.
Can you give the manager
many
that?
headers?
I tried to. It's like, I'm not good enough, man.
Brilliant. Right, Celtic take on Killie at Celtic Park. Will Dale look at Dundee performance and Bangor do the same thing?
No,
Is it different at Celtic Park?
I don't think you can say, right, have a look at Dundee, let's see if we can do the same thing, right? Because you need Celtic to play the way they played in the second half. You need Celtic to defend the way Trusty and that defended. So you need a lot of things for that to happen again. I don't think, look, see if it was that simple. Everybody would have done it by now, right? It wouldn't have been rocket science. I think Dell will use the fact that he makes it tough down there. He's got good players. Everybody talks about the surface, right? Forget that, but you've got to go and deal with that.
It's at Celtic Park, sorry.
It's at
Oh, sorry.
Celtic are a different animal. Park Kid. They're a different animal.
They've done well at Rugby Park against them. They've got Celtic Park's obviously home advantage, but it's a different game, innit, for them.
They're different teams. You know, Dundee have the past, well, probably for the whole time for Dot, but they've tried to get more solid, and look, you conceded 3, so you can't say the word, but they've tried to be more focused on having defensive structure and a wee bit of balance, and also hitting on the having something going forward, and they've been able to tweak it. But playing the back 3, Dell's been playing most at most a back 4, and they've got different strengths. They've got it'll be the same idea. Make sure you're hard to beat, make sure you're compact, make sure you offer something on the counter, make sure when you land on the ball you've got you use it well, and you're not just getting it back and sitting getting battered. So I don't think it'll be right, let's do exactly what they've done. It's always, as you say, it's everybody tries to be hard to beat, solid, close the gaps, keep the ball, offer something on the counter, offer something for set plays. But
teams are doing better though, performance-wise against Celtic, aren't they? Dundee United, like you said last week, what was it, 1-0?
Aye.
Up to the last minutes of the game, and Dundee United had a couple of chances on the counter-attack as well, second half.
I've got to say, right, I watched the game, right. Celtic had something near 90% of the ball in the first half, right? Incredible. Dundee United basically just sat and thought, we'll do this in stages here. And then the second half, they created a couple of wee chances. So people might look at that at Celtic Park, because, if you can frustrate Celtic, because I think the problem with Celtic just now, especially at Celtic Park, is, and quite rightly so, the money they've spent, the players they've got, the squad they've got, Celtic fans turn up there and think they're going to be 2 and 3-0 after 30-40 minutes. Game's finished. It doesn't work like that, because I think Brendan Rodgers quite rightly said, look, teams come here, they've got good players and they're well organised. Sometimes we have to be patient. So I think that maybe Dale, being experienced, he's been there a million times before anyway, but if Celtic play, Celtic will win the game.
I'm saying they're a different animal to him. Doesn't matter how Derek sets up his side. And they're different for Dundee. They're strong, physically strong as well, dead robust, but It's a difficult one for him, isn't it?
Definitely. What does it help him, the fact that Calvin Ramsay's been added to his squad? Good addition there.
Well, I watched a lot of him when he was at Aberdeen, and I think that move, you know, and it was a great move for him, but I just think it came a wee bit too early. I thought he'd still a lot of learning to do. It was, you could clearly see going forward, he's got a good bit about him in terms of his pace, good quality in terms of putting balls into the box, but defensively, and as I said, Lewis was at the club at that time, and I thought he'd a hell of a lot to learn. I just thought, as that just came a wee bit too early. I think it would have been, I mean, you don't knock back a chance to go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, would it have been a better thing for him to sit in for another year or two, learn the game a wee bit better? But then we're talking 2-3 years down the line, so I would assume he's going to be better.
Liverpool just love full-backs, right backs that can't defend.
But it's got an engine. It's got an engine, you know, and he's got that. He bombs up and down. But so it'll be interesting to see, you know, how he's come on for the last 2-3 years.
We don't know how he's going to be.
I am looking forward to seeing him.
Did you put him straight in?
Aye, why not?
Again, you ever heard that when you signed for a club and you thought, maybe I'll get a week here just to chill and...
No, get right in there. Get him in. Aye, why not? That's why you've signed him.
Would you not prefer just 6 right?
Get right in there.
Definitely.
I think that's a lot of ball.
When I was on the bench the first game, I was ready.
Did you think?
What, you signed that day?
I signed, I think by the time I got finished, I got it all sorted. It was the Friday was the first day I trained, I think. And then we had the game on the Saturday against Chelsea and I was on the bench, I was fuming.
Oh, by the way,
You weren't upsetting?
Faddy, that's frightening because I trained the first day with City on Friday and played against Chelsea on the Saturday at Stamford Bridge.
It's like when I went and loaned to Dundee, you know, and I did I knew them, I knew the players, but I hadn't trained with them. I'd straight in, just go and play.
Straight into my as well when you're
Just go and play. You know, it's football, it's no rocket science. You know, think for yourself. It's like, and read players, it's like, I don't get that sometimes. Oh, you need to bed them in.
No work with the back four.
I know.
We don't know.
I think sometimes I ain't below.
I trained my first day with Swindon on a Thursday, done shape and I wasn't in the team because I just got this. So Billy Painter's like to me, you're not playing, we'll go out pub quiz and that. Ended up steaming till about 2 a.m.
Tell me you never played Saturday.
Played Saturday. Got man of the match.
Seriously? Who were you playing?
Millwall.
Hansel Village?
No, Southend it was at home.
Southend at home.
They were dog shit.
Mate, you know what?
I could have got all of my mates to make fucking Southend.
Tell me, the following week you must have been
done the exact same thing, mate. That full year was like a stag do, mate.
Oh, fucking
honestly. Incredible
match.
Right, the Dundee derby's coming up. What a game. You done the last one. Great game.
This
is genuinely a game that you can't call it. It could go either way.
Definitely.
Two good teams as well. I'm actually enjoying watching both of them this year.
Absolutely.
No, it's good. It's good. It's funny because the first one, opening day of the season, or at the start of the season, you're going, right, Dundee have finished top 6, have been brilliant, they're going to be better. Dundee United are coming up, not really sure how they're going to be. Dundee are favourites. Then the last one, Dundee United are in great form, they're high up the table. Dundee are struggling a wee bit. Dundee United are favourites. Dundee United obviously won it. But this one, I think you're going, right, Dundee United are flying, but Dundee's performances have been great.
Yeah.
It could really go either way. Plus, it's a cup game as well. How good's that?
I'm just going to say this just to annoy a lot of my pals who are Dundee United fans. I think Dundee are a better watch than Dundee United, but I think Dundee United are
better team.
That's a good shout. I would agree with that. And by the way, Jim Goodwin. Jim Goodwin, good manager.
Yeah,
He's to work on his parenting skills.
Why?
He's got that boy every game with him. Every time the camera pans on,
that's good, Peter.
He's not getting back in the house till about 11 o'clock at night. He's up for school the next morning.
How do you know what time he's leaving before the end?
I don't know. Well, he's a kind of, is he not Cumbernauld?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
He's in his
wee fella's having the time of his life, isn't he?
Nah,
Has he gone to school? He probably just goes to Dundee United training, doesn't he?
He's Dally
Sack to school.
Yeah.
Same here, I'd dare
I did like to see that. David Gray was at the game, Robinson was at the game.
They were all there.
I had a sat.
And Jim Goodwin's son.
What is that? That's a fucking point.
Jim Goodwin's son. That's brilliant.
Think about this, right?
Right, go on.
You're sitting in that stand watching the game. There'll be people talking to you, so you're not going. Whereas you're sitting, luxury, listening to Faddy on Sky.
Maybe that's why.
Hold on. Secondly, you're getting 3 replays. You're getting different angles. Fucking
I hate the
telly
replays.
long, innit? Telly all day long,
but maybe that's why they have got maybe successful marriages.
Exactly, Derek.
What are you trying to say, mate?
No, I'm just
sake.
throwing that in.
3 weeks.
See, I disagree with that. I'd say there's more distractions in my house than there would be at a football game. I can't get watching a fucking minute on my telly.
The game you see far.
No, you don't.
You do.
Absolutely
No,
not.
do you know
You
what
do.
Not a
Guys, no.
fucking-
You do.
I think you see other
replays
behinds. I think you're better seeing it like that.
but
Okay, you can see
you
the
can see,
shape.
you can see exactly
What somebody's doing
what
off the
Aberdeen
ball.
were trying to do.
Aye.
And, well, they didn't
Well,
work.
you'd need a
Trying
fucking
to do-
long list.
I
to
know,
look at what Aberdeen were trying to do.
but you can see what they're trying to do, but
Yeah.
you maybe not necessarily see how that was.
And plus the fact
In
you've
the
played
telly.
against Aberdeen and Rangers fucking all. So what's the difference?
But Rangers are a different team now, at home especially, in terms of playing out and all that, and they were.
Aye.
maybe
Oh,
6
right,
weeks ago.
especially as you say at home, they look really good.
I think
you
you're
can see-
right. I think you're better
You're at the
being
game,
there.
you can see the
Yeah.
kind of, hate saying it, the triggers and the movements.
You get
I
a
think
feel
you
for
can
the
see that
body
bit.
language, everything as well. You see them. Well, into,
what's the
off the
difference
ball,
between
because the camera's always following the ball and you're wondering, right, what's he up to when the ball's there?
See when you're
Is
doing
he
a
switched
being
on,
a
is he
pundit
switched that? You're-
doing the commentary, you see far more as a commentator.
Do you, Paddy?
You're right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
And where sometimes the corner where you're maybe not getting a great angle.
When that gantry.
And you're right in the middle.
Gantries are
And you
great.
just see.
See, on that Life of a Manager, what about Guardiola getting divorced? And I'm convinced it's because he's not winning at football, mate. Telling you.
Aye,
Well, maybe he's
been
not
good
winning
enough.
because he's getting divorced.
Right?
Ah.
yeah,
Oh, there's
another
a
way
good
around, mate.
Good shout.
I think he'll be the
Trouble
see
at
when
home.
he's not winning, mate. I think he'll be the worst guy ever to be at home.
Did you see
Surely-
him when he was younger?
He's got her lined up in a fucking. He's trying to bring her in as a fullback
See when
in
he
the
just
back
did
there.
that.
You get away! You come here! You get away! You come here! Come here! See, that was the case when you're married and many fucking divorces.
I know, that's what I was going to say. I was getting divorced every week, so you got beat every fucking week. Right, Rangers Aberdeen. I'll give you £1 million if you can tell me what Aberdeen were trying to do.
Aye. Same here. They were woeful, weren't they?
They went back and
What's
back.
happened to what? Like,
Jimmy-
see when they're
Jimmy-
getting success, they
Jimmy-
weren't playing it for the back, were they?
I don't know.
They were
They're
very
solid,
on the
very
front
energy.
foot. Aye, they were on the front.
They're trying to do something that's clearly they're not good enough today to play for the back. Many times where they're playing silly balls
Middle of the
inside.
pitch.
Aye, which guy? Sorry if you've got a guy that can handle these situations. They've clearly not got that.
They
Time.
were by the first
And
goal.
I know.
First goal,
and that's-
shambolic, innit?
I mean, he's a centre mid as well, so he should be able to
Sets
deal with
the
that.
tone, doesn't it?
But
Aye.
it just shows you they are weak.
But you want to know what they were trying to do?
Yes.
They left the two wide men, Ockles and Keskinen, up front, in line at times when they were building with Nisbet. But Nisbet was to drop in.
Dropping in.
He was to drop in and they were to come in and they were going to go and get in behind. So they were going to build it, which they did at times, got into midfield, they just go back. So you get past the press, they go back. Then they try it again, they'd lose it.
So
Or
what
they
are
come
you
up
talking
front.
about? Maybe trying to play Nisbet to set somebody to hit the space.
I think that's what they were trying to do.
Right.
Because the two wide men, and as well when they didn't have the ball, didn't they defend? You look at if Keskinen or Ockles were ever getting
Rangers
forward, Hadji's back, Czerny's back, try to help out, but also they're offering the threat. Czerny's acres of space for the first half hour. Just the two wide men would just come in as like strikers almost for Aberdeen. So they just left 3 up, sometimes 4 with Clarkson, and left the defending and the building to the rest.
But see that? See when you watch Celtic against Rangers playing balls into the middle of the pitch, Rangers are very good at nicking it in there and then breaking. Like they give man chance early on to try to play the ball at Nisbet's feet. They give man really goes through and score, and then they go and do the exact same thing for the goal.
I agree.
So that
with
was Aberdeen to get the ball on the tap. And
Never
they
put
were
the ball
Try to get
top
in behind,
once.
so obviously
When
Rangers
Jefty
are
is
good with their
absolute
full-backs going forward,
machine.
didn't they?
By the way, I thought he was excellent.
So he,
Hefty,
what about him running away for him late on in the game?
I thought
He left him for dead, didn't he?
I was a
Is it
wee-
at 90.
We're going to come to Rangers quickly, but just on the Aberdeen thing, can you see how they turn this round? Because it seems to me like he's not sure whether they're going forward quickly, whether they're playing it for the back now. He sort of seems like he's going to be this guy who's very good at sitting in a low block.
That's
I mean, they were the
like
most
back to-
open team I've ever seen at Ibrox last night.
Let's get going back a wee bit. I don't know. You'll shoot me down in flames like with Jim Goodwin when he was in there. He was caught between styles, whether he can, just sit in and be solid, but he wanted to introduce a kind of a better style of football and that, and they could get caught. They get mixed messages, and they were all over the place. That's what it looks like.
Same.
They couldn't even do the
they're
simple things, could
Are we
they?
back to that?
No.
Even the simple passes last night, I'm thinking you're professional.
But
football player,
simple
mate.
passes into guys that can handle it. I've got a wee bit about them, and if no,
I was fully expecting to watch that, Faddy, because they're having such a rough time. I was expecting Aberdeen will go in here, sit and be hard to
come
beat.
here, into
So
Aberdeen's half, and then go work, and then if they get that opportunity, sometimes a wee
To go and
breath
turn
away,
them.
frustrate
So do you
Rangers.
think Derek's right? He's kind of in
because
between?
everything that's gone with Rangers, because there's no a better time to do that because of the way everything has been about Rangers. You know, with the fans and
I'm going to ask you about that, so
so there's no a better time to go and try a tactic like that to try and get the fans on their back, but it didn't. And the fans were a different class last night. But I was kind of confused.com with Jimmy Tilleen. You know what he was trying to do.
He's got to start winning games.
12.
He's got a lot of good credit in the bank early doors, hasn't he? But
what was that last does?
I don't think they would pull the plug on him this season. I think they would just go with it. But he can't keep. Look, I'm going to say he's lucky he's got Elgin in the cup.
See, if that was Jim Goodwin. Jim Goodwin gets battered. Jim Goodwin gets battered for that, and that's what I'm saying. And then Jimmy Tilleen is, oh no, we believe in him. So that's what I don't get.
But they're sitting in a better position.
Aye, of course. And because of the start, but there was reasons for that at the start.
Aye, but
because all the fixtures the way it were, they got out of the line a few games. I thought they were really fortunate.
They were at times, but they still won them.
His big problem as well is he's not scoring goals. He needs somebody to start hitting
Pape Gay's the top scorer.
When's he back?
In September.
And the next one's a fullback.
Nicky Devlin's on 4, McGrath, Nisbet. There's a bunch of them on 4.
Scored 8 goals.
Yeah.
There is it. Look, I think when they started, it was all great. It was all energy, and everybody was flying into tackles, and at times we were piling bodies forward, and they were getting good results. Sometimes they were getting results they probably didn't deserve, but you get what you deserve ultimately in football. I think that you look at Nielsen, he played at the back. You've got your two in midfield, Nielsen and Shinnie. There's not enough energy in there. There's not enough legs. So that's an area that I think that he needs to address. He's brought in the boy Ockles for a wee bit of speed up front. Look, you can't write players off straight away, but he looks like he's got a long way to go. I think that energy in the midfield is crucial. He's signed a few defenders because their whole run, they were on the back four that stayed the same. Yeah. And the goalkeeper. I thought Durham was excellent last night. Great, some really good saves, some simple ones that sometimes you can see goalkeepers making a messy. They're just in a bad way at the moment with confidence. You can see that when they open up to play, was into midfield, that's when you need to get thumped and play forward. But it was a bit like you play it forward. No, you play it forward. So there's a wee bit of a lack of confidence. I think that he's shown that he's a good manager and he's a guy that builds teams. He's not a guy that comes in, although it contradicts what's actually happened at Aberdeen. He's not a guy that comes in and you go, right, instantly this is how you've got to play and you get it straight away. He got a wee bit fortunate because that happened at the start. But he's a guy that he'll take his time to build teams. They're spending money, they're backing him. And I think that when he came in at first, he's thought, I'm going to come in and have a look, see what I've got. I'll do a wee bit of business in January just to help the squad, and then I'll do my business in the summer. He's probably had to bring that forward to do a wee bit more business in January because of how bad they're on their own. But look, a win could spark another run, as we've seen with them.
Right, on to Rangers, Derek, what you made the situations? Obviously, decision to stick by Clement and then the fans' protest.
Well, I wasn't surprised that they stuck by him. At home and in Europe, they've been good, Rangers. But it's the away form, isn't it? It's the away form had been a wee bit different. Might have been a wee bit closer to Celtic. That's where the frustration comes. That's where the frustration comes and the disappointment. But the punters as well, the fans, because yet again we're not in a title race. We were out it last season for a period of time. The manager came in, he turned it around, fell at the final hurdle. But it's just so it kills you that we're nowhere near it in terms of the league. If we'd have been a wee bit closer, I don't think there would have been as much noise made around the manager. But then the manager at times hasn't helped himself certain times with interviews, coming out with certain stuff, the sports science, sometimes decision making as well. But that was a good win. And listen, we've spoke about the deficiencies at Aberdeen, and they were really poor. But that fixture always brings a wee bit of added spice, and there's something on that game. So that was a right good win.
What was the process? Was it purely down to Clement getting back?
What do you mean?
Everyone walking out at 55 minutes?
No, the 55. Listen, that's where. And by the way, I think I listened to Slaney, I listened to Andy as well, listened to a few other
Say they were talking shite, please.
Nah, I think they were talking a lot of sense because, listen, there's other ways you can protest. I thought it was, I thought they'd done it in a manner that was, for me, was acceptable. Because how else do you show when you're disgruntled, when you're disappointed with the board? You know, they had the banners out last night with Fernie Walters, you know, came out with a statement about Rangers and all that. So I thought they'd done it in it was a manner that was, for me, doesn't bother me one bit. You know, they've got to, what it got, everybody drew attention to it, everybody get talking. That's what it was all about. Because they're not happy and they shouldn't be happy.
But it separated it. Because
it wasn't just the Union Bears.
But so then you're not bringing it together, which Rangers need.
No, it's fractured.
You're separating it. So,
but what else?
Listen, I think everybody's within their right to do what they want if they pay their money, right? And I've said for the now, I wouldn't get rid of Clement. I'm not a fan, but I wouldn't get rid of him, right?
No,
I don't think there's any point in it at all, because their European team's good. They're still in the Scottish Cup. Look, he has to maybe work on closing that gap. Their home record's good, right? Their away record, right? I think eventually it will happen. But I know what you're saying about supporters. If you're going to bring a club together, you walking out and you booing isn't bringing the club together.
I think there should be a wee bit more respect for us because, as you say, they pay their money, they've got a right to kind of display their feelings in whatever way they want to. And I thought, you know, with the fans having a go at them, booing them, I didn't like that, you know. I think there should be a wee bit more respect for them as well.
But they're thinking of support.
Well, direct it to the board. Direct it to the board. You know, they don't want to keep having a go at the players and the manager. So the fans, instead of directing their boos or their disappointment to the punters that are leaving, or the guys, and it wasn't just the Union Bears. There was quite a number of other supporters that decided to leave. So it was done in a peaceful manner.
The thing is, you always go in a circle of they've got a right to walk out without a doubt. For me, they have. But the ones that boo have got the same right to say they don't like it. Yeah. You can't argue that one's right and one's wrong.
But I didn't like it, that. But, you know, so it's they've paid their money, they go there.
Big hate like it's booing, wasn't it?
Merchandise and all that. So
selling these book outside.
But it's but you can see, because it's unacceptable to be so far behind Celtic in the league.
But giant board members look at this and think, right, that
they've got to, that's why they do it. That's why they've done it.
Right.
To draw attention to it. Because they can't just sally along, you know, and without coming under any pressure. So listen, Patrick's come in, there's a review going on at the minute as well. The manager is no out of the woods as well. You know, he needs to address the away form. So he's thinking he's back 200%. He came out and he says, that's fine at the moment, but that means you've got to start winning away from home as well. Keep performing. Do you know the best players last night? And Salah, who's come in.
Brilliant.
But he's come in, no by design. He's come in by default because of injuries. Yeah. You can look at Hadji, has come in by default, no by design, because everything, all the garbage that went on, they couldn't just sit around a table and discuss it and get him into the team. So he's kind of stumbled upon that.
As well.
Igaman as well. You look at Igaman of earlier on in the season. Why not just throw them in? Now, we talk about that. We were just talking about early doors, and we were going, oh no, you need to kind of feel your way in and make yourself comfortable. Get them in there, let them see what they're all about. And there's 3 guys that have come in and had an impact as well. There you're touching on Raskin. Obviously, he get picked up a calf injury over in Holland in pre-season. So he's come in, he's been different class.
But even last season, he was nowhere near
it. Aye, well, in terms of he's a bit fitter. But I'm just saying, I'm talking about they 3.
No, I'm talking about the manager not wanting them.
Oh no, aye, you know.
And then him coming in and being a main captain.
He's kind of stumbled upon that a wee bit last, you know, in terms of these guys come in and doing a job. So I'm thinking, there's other young boys that have been on the periphery, right? Why don't you give them an opportunity? And just see how they handle it, and see, we talk about Bailey Rice, who's the other boy, Lovelace as well, who give them an opportunity, because if you're not given an opportunity,
how you know?
Look at there, we talk about Cameron Mulligan at Dundee, who play first team football. Look at them, flourishing. Now what do we want them. We've got young guys of the same ability, of no better at times. So sometimes you've got to think, can we get them into that side?
It's a whole other
opportunity. I'm not saying all at the one time, but you've got to give them.
Listen, I know what you're saying, but I feel for the man. As I say, once again, I'm not a great fan, but I feel for him because I don't think you can have a manager going game to game, and that's what happens with him. Right? Last night, probably he'll have a lot of supporters today sitting, probably same in B. By the way, keep him end of season, or no point changing him. See if he goes his next league game, I think it's Tannadice.
No, Dundee United away.
Right, if he goes up there and it's a poor performance, he's getting pelters again. I feel for him that way, right? Because I don't think it's fair. I think his home record's good, his European record's good, he's still in the Scottish Cup. Look, the League Cup could have went anywhere.
I think
right?
he's brought that.
Could have went anywhere, right? His away record, he's got to close that gap. And I think if you do that and you get to the summer, then I think you can address it then. I don't think there's any point bringing a new manager in there.
Because as you say, their home record's excellent. They play well in the big games in Europe and winning games. They played well in the League Cup. And
beat Celtic for the first time under his leadership.
They beat Celtic. And everything in that respect has gone well. The away form is dreadful.
I know.
Like,
See, being the devil's advocate,
see
the European games, the Celtic game, they weren't, they've not been expected to win. It's when the pressure's on, I don't think they've dealt with it pretty well. The other thing as well that's no helped them, the manager. The other thing I don't think sometimes the interviews, you know, where it's excuse after excuse, and then you see guys like the Hibs manager, the Motherwell manager, when they're after a loss or a disappointment, they're honest. They tell you the way it is, and I don't think, and I'm just speaking, this is my personal opinion, I don't think our manager has been as honest.
Well,
he's always looked to find a wee excuse here, there and everywhere, which doesn't sit well with me. And I know I'm using the other two young Scottish managers, but it's dead refreshing that they just tell you the way it is. And
well, the point might not be that it's pressure. So in their games, they're not. The pressure is off in a sense. So your setup's different.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to control it. You don't need to. Dominate with how you play. You sort yourself out against how the other opposition.
And these teams
that goes against and at home because it's different because you're at the home team. You need to be in the front foot. When you go away, you need to break them down. You need to can't just keep trying to find diagonals and try to get in behind. You need to have control of the game, and you need to have the players that are going to, decent wee combinations with Danilo and Igaman at times last night.
They look
but you need something else.
See that away from who do you put that on, at the manager or the players?
Away from home?
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
You'll not be asking them to do anything different than they do at home, will you?
But you need to.
You need to jinx it. So do you think Brendan Rodgers will change how he plays at home to go?
I think there needs to be a because you're playing against a different style. You're having to break teams down. They're sitting in deeper positions. You're maybe not getting the space in behind.
Sometimes teams are a wee bit more energy because they're at home with the back and they've got a wee bit more motivation. All these kind of factors start to kick in as well.
It was highlighted. The biggest highlight was Easter Road. Hibs come out in the first 20 minutes and went toe-to-toe with Rangers, put their two wing-backs up there.
Second half.
In the first half. They started playing their two centre-backs in there, and all of a sudden Rangers just absolutely blew them apart, right? With 20 minutes, 2-0 down, he pulls his two wing-backs back and starts to play a wee bit more from there to there. And Rangers just...
Didn't know what to do.
And that's where when you look at... If you analyse it, a Rangers away form, you go back to Easter Road and you would sit down and go, listen, there's the proof of the pudding here, exactly what we're doing. See if you can find a remedy to that. I think he'll turn the Rangers fans in again.
Really do, See that game thing, he's basically Trusty and Skills, isn't he?
What's that?
They three in a fucking group chat. Come on, Trusty and Skills. How just got on the day So this is my question. If he does close the gap fade out of the summer, will they then stick with him and give him more money next summer?
I think they will.
But should you?
What do you mean close it? By how much?
So again, say again, hypothetical, but they had a decent end to the season.
He's got to
win the Scottish Cup. He's got to win the Scottish Cup. Simple as.
Yeah.
So do you think the man that he's ever going to be the man to win the league with Rangers?
And close the gap. No, there's a lot. There's a lot happened over the last 3-4 months that, for me, no, going into next season, I would like to see a different manager.
Yes.
Aye, it's just me. You know, it might not be the case, but if he's there, listen, I'm going into the start of next season, will I get behind them? Will I get behind the team? Of course I will. But there's just so many doubts, there's so many kind of factors with that, you know, with the style of football as well.
Do you not think the style of football's better?
No,
It has got better.
but I think,
It has got
I
better.
think, and this is what I think he
Watched him
stumbled
last night,
across
guys.
this. I think he
But it
stumbled
doesn't
across
matter.
it. I know, and he has stumbled.
He's still, he's got to take a wee
And
bit of
because,
credit.
because he's let them off the leash a wee bit. Where, if you think back in the earlier part of the season, they were so rigid. They
I know,
were so,
mate.
you play in this area, you
But
play
is
there.
that not the sign of a good manager learning these players and bringing things in?
Maybe it's a sign that he's starting to listen to other people.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
You said he's
Gately,
Big man. He's
Yeah,
read the book. Him and Bomber have been in the
Big
dressing
Coffee,
room. Aye, I just think that sometimes give him a wee bit credit.
Yeah,
You know what I
aye.
mean? He just seems to get dogged.
It's just-
It's just because
I
when
know
you're so
that.
far behind Celtic in the league, that's it's
Would
sticks in the
would
soul.
It was good
What-
last night. The left centre back had the ball. Hadji
Aye,
coming
it's-
off the side.
wait,
Hefty
wait.
goes high.
Played well.
But
but they were
it's
on a
actual
pause,
phases
mate.
of play. I know that, but
They were
they were
on
on
a
a pause earlier
pause.
on the season, Faddy. There was
Yeah.
no movement.
Aye, but
At least now they've got a wee bit of movement.
The
rotation.
biggest thing's quite simple, right? See if Rangers beat a team, know what people now say? Oh, what about Aberdeen? They were shit.
Yeah.
What about they were rubbish? Oh, Celtic. Oh, we were terrible. None of us played that day, right?
Yeah, I agree.
You don't give me any credit, right? As I keep saying, I wouldn't care if he left the building or not. I don't like listening to the guy, but sometimes you've got to be a bit fair on him. You know what I mean? If he can get that away record, and you're right, if he can win a cup, his European thing's good. You're looking at guys that people go, oh, he's not improved players. I was not a fan of Jeff Day at left back, right? I think he's come on leaps and bounds. He was
He's got a
brilliant
bit to-
last night.
got a bit to go.
All of a sudden,
What do you think
Iggerman
about
looks a real...
What about wee Yilmaz? What's your thoughts on him?
You changed now.
No?
Oh, yeah.
Still no like
Still
him.
not having it.
Oh, no, I think there's better out there. I think he's even better than Scottish football. We could have got Penrice. People go, no, there's a few others. There's other players
I
out
like
there.
Yilmaz.
You like him?
Aye.
I think he
he's
makes
done
too
alright
many.
there.
Okay. I'm seeing with Yefty. I think Yefty is the pace, the power, just at times as well. But I'm looking for perfection. Maybe that's. Maybe
I think
maybe
that's
I'm
the
too
issue
hard.
here.
Maybe I'm
The
too
issue
hard.
is-
So you should be.
See last night at 1-0, if the game
Maybe I'm
finishes
too harsh.
1-0, it is going to be well done, a good win. Should have been more.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the criticism of killing games off. And all right, you're winning, but how are you winning basically? So then, because you want to try and bring a consistency of performance where you go away, you've got the killer instinct. And that's probably what's missing.
You get a wee tune at your subs. Balogun comes on, scores.
Scores, uh-huh.
Dessers comes on.
Aye.
Looks like a great goal.
He was
big
pushing
Dessers,
himself,
wasn't
laughing when he
Wasn't
got
he?
it.
Did he
I know,
score?
he was laughing.
But no pressure. He's on. He's happy as Larry, isn't he?
feel that,
And
innit?
what,
I'm
hey,
on for a wee
it's a
bit.
great
Fucking brilliant.
finish, isn't he?
Big man was like,
I can't believe my wee step over. What?
Oh, I can't believe it defending, to be fair, right?
Amazing. How important is it to win convincingly against Elgin at the weekend? And will we get to see some of these young players?
Against Elgin.
Aberdeen.
Elgin.
Aye, Aberdeen.
You
Well,
think
aye.
you'll play young players in against
Aberdeen player.
No, I
Oh,
think
sorry,
they'll
Aberdeen.
play. I think you'll play.
No, Rangers have got. Is it Fraser? Sorry, Fraser Brown.
Fraser Burke.
Fraser
Fraser
Burke,
Burke.
call him. Aye, Aberdeen. No, they'll need to play the guys that have just come in the building. Give them a few minutes, won't they?
Rangers can afford.
Rangers, I think, can afford. Aye.
I'll tell you now, Elgin's one of the hardest places to go in Scotland.
Oh, it's terrible.
Elgin,
their
let me
home
think.
record
Aye,
is
I played
fucking
there.
brilliant.
Aye, it's a massive park.
Oh, I hated playing at Elgin.
It's massive, isn't it?
That was where Slaney had his meltdown.
Was
Right.
it?
Lied to your brother about he did about 10 Mars bars on the way up.
Right. Oh, it's
Fainted on the pitch because he was in a shocker. Took him to the hospital and said he had high blood pressure.
And did
I
he
don't know
not?
how I had high blood pressure. I had about fucking 10 Mars bars and 10 cans of coke. So that's where people's careers end at Elgin.
Elgin.
Wilson gets sacked there.
Did he? It's a graveyard.
Oh, it's a
mate.
graveyard.
It's a graveyard.
No, it's a big.
They need to win convincingly Aberdeen, don't they?
I think then they will.
Aberdeen.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Did you know?
No, they need to win.
Just need to win.
Convincingly.
Just-
Who cares?
just
Just
win.
get through the cup.
Listen, you watched Tottenham at the weekend, didn't you?
Oh, what
Just
about
win.
that?
Oh, Jesus.
Just win.
Anything can happen in
Hamworth.
cup.
Yeah, see when you played down there, did you ever get a horrible away tie in an FA Cup?
I was up there.
What, as in
Like
journey or
No,
place?
just like horrible wee
ground.
and on you. Or even the Scottish Cup. Or,
Luton. I think we played Luton. That was the league.
is that where you need to walk through the houses to get up to the...
That was bad back then.
Did you have any big players that were like, what the fuck is this? Nah, they're alright.
You just got on with it.
Did you beat them?
I think so.
If you go with the right attitude, you're going to. They're going to make it happen.
That's what it's about.
Go with the right attitude. You're going to eventually.
What about the wee boy for Zara or Tamworth against Spurs? He was brilliant. Wee guy for Zara.
They bring him on loan for the cup.
He was different. He was one of their best players. It's brilliant when they tell you where they were.
Better than Yilmaz.
Aye.
He's getting a move. He's getting a move to Cruise after he's performance.
I just loved that. Innit?
Oh, they're horrible. The FA Cup ties, man. They give you the Fraserburgh's a horrible place.
It's some of the back.
Rangers at home. Rangers
They're
at home.
home.
So my point on the Rangers was the young. We'll see some of these Lovelace and Billy Rice trying against Fraserburgh. Because your man proves that there is good young players there if you give them an opportunity now.
I don't know with the manager. I don't know if he'll do that. You'd like to think a few will come in.
You'll mix up. Dessers will
He's got to.
start.
Dessers will start. Ballion will come back in to get minutes. Tav will come back in as well. And Salah will play. He's just on the side doing terrifically well. So you've got to get one or two of them in the middle of the park. Guys that have been showing up.
Guys like that.
Aye, but what, even one or two
Why? See,
that
Barron,
have been showing up.
you know what Barron can do? Would you not put a young boy in?
Aye,
But you've got a lot of games coming up, right? You've got the European campaign, you've got the Scottish Cup, obviously. You've got the league coming up. Games come thick and fast. You've got to keep these guys.
So whoever's
ticking
been showing up in the B team, whoever's been doing really well, give them a wee boost, give them a wee lift, and put them in. If they've not been doing well, you don't deserve a chance.
Don't just throw
You don't get in. You don't get in just for the sake of it.
His name check Bailey Rice into the last week said he's got to be involved. So you'd expect him to get a start.
So if you deserve it, you know, so throw one or two in if they deserve it. And they say I don't know enough about the B side because I don't watch them.
No, true Rangers, man.
I'm not true. That's it.
Because the reason I bring it up is Rocco Vata is flying at Watford.
Is he?
These goals.
Brilliant.
No.
Good.
But do you think there is, again, it's a totally different area, do you think there is players in these reserve team, B teams that just need an opportunity?
But
100%.
I think
100%.
I think we've got this mentality up here. Playing with Celtic and Rangers is completely different than going playing for Watford, right? And you can argue, oh well, Watford a good club, good standard, but the pressure that you come under playing with Rangers and Celtic weekend.
But that's my thing about pressure. See, as a youngster, I can't speak for everybody, but I think more often than not, the youngsters, they don't think pressure. It's excitement. They want to show what they're all about. That's how I think it's good sometimes throwing them in.
They need to be ready most of the time because there's players there that are ready. You're not getting in front of somebody that's rubbish. You're trying to steal a place off a guy that's brilliant. So you're right, when you go and play out the public eye, playing for a team that if you lose it, especially in the forward areas, if you lose the ball or make any position, make a mistake, that's alright, go again, you get next one. That's alright, go again, get next one. But you do it for Celtic Rangers, not good enough. Get him out. He's not good enough. You're
under that severe pressure every minute to go. I need to justify me being on this. But I remember I played at Ibrox with Rangers against Aberdeen. 5 weeks later, I couldn't get a game in the reserves.
Maybe you said that.
5 weeks later, couldn't get a game in the reserves.
I mean, I think there is a willingness for fans to say, right, get a young man in and we'll get behind them and they'll back them as for as long as they can. But there's just a different. You're trying to make your way in the game playing for a team. Celtic would smash Watford. Yeah, they would smash them. Yeah. So he's trying to make his way into that team to get in and learn his craft almost. And a team that would smash the team he's went to.
Well, I've seen Murphy this year, it's good. Young Scottish ones coming
we need it. We need something to bring them through because you see them, Penrice you mentioned, done it the hard way. Mulligan and Cameron
even me, Finn he went on loan to Forfar. Finn Robertson went on loan to Forfar. Didn't they do great there as well, and he's come back and he's playing with Dundee every week.
Magic.
Good, done it?
Aye, love it.
Miller and Ewan Wilson as well.
Motherwell. Boy Mooney at St. Martin.
More the merrier.
Brilliant. Any other standout ties for you?
James Wilson at Hearts, Killie.
There you go. Good player as well.
Falkirk Rafe Rovers, isn't it?
I'll be good.
That's a cracker.
What one, sorry?
Falkirk Rafe Rovers.
What's the standout tie?
One of them, aye.
Dundee Derby.
Aye, they done it on the Monday night.
Talk about that. Any other ones?
You should have said apart for that.
Nah.
Paddy, here's one.
I'm terrible at this.
Would Motherwell slip up at St Johnstone?
Could they? Of course they could. It's not as if they're... I mean, you're saying that Elgin's a tough place to go. Anybody can win on any given day. I think Motherwell win, but
Could Livy upset Ross County?
Broxburn, Athletic against Ayr United.
Not a chance.
Broxburn, sheer ground.
Broxburn's a hard place to go.
I know,
Ayr are flying.
Aye.
Ayr
But then
That
again,
wouldn't be a given for me.
Oh, God.
Because I'm just
Could be
thinking
wrong.
about
At the Care Park.
their park and all
good
that.
save.
Just everything that goes with it.
We
You-
gave
have
them
you been
the
there?
fear of the lower league.
Have you been there? Aye, you've been there.
Have you played there a
Aye,
share?
so
We
you're
went
right,
1-2.
Did you
Yeah, right, we got beat. We were getting beat 1-0, 1-3-1. Just a quick one for Faddy. David Moyes is back at Everton. Good appointment for Everton.
Very good.
Somebody that they need at this time, probably.
Very good. Yeah.
Got after a good start last night, yeah? Aston Villa 1-0.
No. It's got to be tough. He's a team that no scoring enough goals and no winning enough games. It's going to take a wee bit of time. I think he needs to give them a wee bit, try and bring a bit of confidence. He needs to bring some quality players in. They're a good team, hard working, but they lack somebody with a real bit of quality that can go and. Dwight McNeil's been great. He's been injured, but they need somebody that can control a game, and they don't really have that. So I think it's a brilliant appointment.
Yeah,
I really
I
do.
think he'll definitely.
And I
keep
think
them
he'll
on it.
get, because Calvert-Lewin
He's a
leads
better
the line.
manager on the left, isn't he? Look at the
Aye.
experience that he's gained as well.
I think he'll get the best out of the forward players. I know that people look and say, oh, Moyes' style's defensive. It's no, he just has a solid base to go and build. His Everton teams had quality players in them. His West Ham teams had quality players in them. I think he'll get the best out of the forward players.
Just on the youth, do you remember the first time you seen Rooney? You asked this. The very first time
I
he
seen
trained
him?
you.
No, he was already in the first team when I was there.
Oh, was he?
Aye.
And the people say this kid's a
I
kid.
knew about him.
Had he played in the first team? Actually played minutes. I was just training.
Oh, aye. No, he played. No, he
So you
scored.
weren't
He
in there
scored
when he
against
scored at
Arsenal.
Arsenal,
No, he'd already scored. No, I knew about him because they'd played a pre-season game. Everton were up in Scotland in pre-season when Walter Smith was the manager, and I think he played.
Against Rangers?
That wasn't he?
Oh, sorry, he was the Everton manager, right?
I think he was 15, maybe.
15?
Pre-season game, 15 or 16. I'm pretty sure he did.
He was a dog's ball.
Wasn't he?
Aye.
Hibs, was it Hibs? Played against Hibs.
I remember being.
So then Gary Naismith and Davy Weir and all that were there, so you're hearing about.
But if you want to impress as a striker, it's the Hibs back four you want to play against.
Oh,
I could have went and fucking scored
Back
four.
then?
Who's the big fella?
I don't know.
Who's the big fella?
Big Yogi.
Just on that wee link for back in the day, seen your goal, your performance against Aberdeen for somebody sent, is it?
Aye,
Number 9 on your back.
Aye, I didn't realise I had number 9.
But
So
nice.
at one time in my life, I was a striker.
But see what you talk about Aberdeen chat today. Ball comes up to the centre forward, he sets somebody in midfield, third man run, bang, over the top, runs through. What a finish, man.
What,
And then
finish?
Scored me, and he should have scored the first bit, it'd be deflection. And
Aye, I for sure. I for sure.
Do that.
I didn't celebrate. I didn't celebrate. I'll fucking celebrate it, don't you worry
where
about
were you
it.
playing centre mid?
But, aye.
Where in number 9? There's a pet peeve.
Ian Ferguson was just playing a wee bit further ahead.
Do you know what to ask you about that game? Ian Ferguson fucking squares up to Ray Wilkins. Ian Ferguson puts somebody for Aberdeen and Ray Wilkins goes up to him and goes, don't fucking do that or something.
Oh, right.
Ferguson's
Aye.
put the heat right in.
Aye, because that's the way it was back then. If people were prepared to fall out with each other, and then for a short period, then they had grudges and then just move on. That's the way it was back in the day.
Oh.
You know that, don't need to tell you. Everybody fell out with each other because they drove each other on. And if that got another wee 5% out of Fergie, out of Wilkins, well, you didn't get that out of Wilkins, he was shit hot by the way. But that's the way it was. We upset each other to get something, but we knew we upsetting each other. That we wouldn't go into, can curl up into a wee ball. We'd go, all right, you're fucking show you.
They cuddles back then, was it?
No. And
So we need to be Yilmaz to start squaring up, don't we?
Put punch in your
You
balls.
get the wee slit in the eyebrow.
Me thingy, it's Limmy's character for, what's it called? What's the guy called? Limmy's character, it's to be Yilmaz's double. Anyway, we're on to Coopin.
Oh,
Right, are we doing
many
the full
teams.
shebang?
We get a 25% ACCA boost on this weekend's Scottish Cup. Minimum 4 teams.
Oh, 4 teams here, right.
So here we scan lads maybe 4
You
that
need
want to
decent
take.
odds. You can't take Rangers and stuff.
Nah, let's leave
that's-
Rangers and...
Go the Dundee Derby. That'll be
Are
decent.
they in one each or what?
No, day one each, we'll go one each.
As
So
in
we'll
4 each or one team each?
each is day 4 teams.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we'll give 3 coupons for the viewers.
Are these
to pick.
games played to a finish, Paddy? Is it?
Well,
Aye, but your
But the
result.
coupon will be after 90 minutes.
Right, okay. Right,
Right, so anybody seen any that want to go?
Aye. I'm going to go with a shock
Go on then.
right away.
Livy.
Aye.
Livy to beat Ross
Read my
County?
mind, aye.
Why?
Just because I think County are in a pretty good place at the moment, but I just think this Livingston side under Davy, like Davy, always like you like.
I love Davy, but I watched them against
And
Queen's
because
Park,
of the love that I have for
this one.
The
Davy
love,
Martin, the love I have for Davy Martindale. I just think because we're looking for shocks, aren't we? I just think that could be that's one to have a wee look at.
SPK are
The
on their fucking
other one,
horns as you're speaking.
the other one I'm looking at as well. Right, listen to this.
What?
Cooney South St Mirren. I mean,
You're looking at St Mirren, they won.
AstroTurf. No.
right? I can see where you're hinting.
Aye.
I'm
By the way, you'd be better with a lottery because you'll win more worth the SPK and you win the
Just
lottery.
try to make it interesting.
Nah,
that's
right,
all.
I like it, mate. Right,
Right,
there's your
so
try.
I'm going to go with Cooney South, right, and then
You'd a couple of good ones in there with that.
I do.
Good.
I'm going to stick with, and I need one in there. It's a brilliant game, and this is it's like a 12 o'clock. I just know it's a 12 o'clock kicker. Falkirk.
Yeah.
Going to go with Falkirk.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game, but that one and to
Falkirk
finish
drew at
with,
home last week. Would that put you
aye.
off? No?
And then I'm going to go with
Alright.
I'm going to go a wee surprise. I'm going to go Dundee.
Wow.
Oh,
in the
if you
derby.
put £10 on it, 3 million to 1, what do you get back for that? 89. I'm going to go. I'm going Dundee to beat Dundee United. Aye, at home. Aye, I think they'll get a great lift. For
I might go for
games.
draws.
I'm going Dundee.
Aye, go for
Timers.
it.
I'm going Motherwell.
To beat St Johnstone.
Yeah,
Go on, Dazzler.
yeah.
Who were last week against Hibs?
I know.
cares?
I know.
So Johnson were good, eh?
I'm going. I'm going Motherwell. I'm going
I
Falkirk,
feel bad for saying that.
and I need. I'm going Dunfermline.
Who's Dunfermline playing? Or Stenny?
Yeah.
I think that could come in. I think United will beat Dundee again.
Have you
Just
gone?
got something out of them. Right, Faddy, what we got?
I'm going to go
I'm going for shocks.
Soma.
You going right?
Dumbarton to beat Airdrie.
Dumbarton to beat Air. Oh, wow.
Right,
Right.
that's a-
I get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy pitch.
No,
Aye.
Airdrie can't win a game.
No.
I think they won last week now. But during the week, did they win their first game?
Drew. Drew.
Was it a draw for us?
No, they lost.
Ah, they lost to
They lost
Dunfermline.
2-1.
So
No, Dunfermline. They
No,
lost
Livy.
to Livy. 2-1 to Livy. You're right. 2-1 to Livy. Put your fucking phone down.
I know, but were they winning? Because I was.
They
Might
were
have
winning
been,
1-0.
I looked at them at training, they were winning 1-0. That's what it was.
You know, games
good
last
one,
90
fun.
minutes.
Right, Dumbarton.
It's not easy, is it?
No.
Who else have... I've tried to go different teams. Right, I'll take Cove to beat Forfar.
Cove to beat them 4 for you. See that happening.
Is that at home?
Yeah.
Cover decent at him.
Oh, aye. Good.
Paul Hartley.
Like that.
Tough place to go. Had a few shockers there.
Have you?
I think.
Never played
There's
there.
no
Never been
many,
there.
no many
Okay,
chances for draws, is
Aye,
there?
up, aye, windy old place.
Never been there.
Very windy.
Innit?
Take a Dundee derby being a draw.
Right. Draw.
Extra time for that one.
And one more.
One more.
Clyde Bank. Beat Hibs.
No, come on.
What a big game for them, eh?
Great game for
Huge
Clyde
game.
Bank.
Brilliant.
10
Who
minutes,
else
so.
I take? I'll take
Weekend at home at Hearts on the Friday night.
Montrose to get a draw at Queen's Park.
Oh, wow. You'd see that happening.
74.
74
Good
to
odds.
1.
74 or 74. Fucking 74. Fucking
What is doing for the rest of the day, just quickly?
I'm going to look at
Couple of wee
kitchens, mate.
bits today. I'm running late because somebody was late this morning.
Sorry.
Like she's be lying on a Thursday,
It does
Friday,
that.
Friday, huh? What have you got to do today?
Just a wee thing, you know, just
Money?
aye.
Making a bit of money?
Aye.
Good for you, mate. Dad's new kitchen?
New kitchen, mate.
Paddy?
Nothing for me, mate. I've been non-stop there the last...
Me and you cook something up for that family yours.
I maybe need to actually make something I've not cooked.
Him and watch Traitors, mate.
Yeah, do you like that?
Love it.